Today's video is about influences, and yes, this is influences part 2. So basically, this video came from I was talking to Concurrence, and he texted me about something, and basically he was like how his aunt, she was watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? And then he was talking about how subconsciously they like, and sometimes subconsciously, sometimes people know, and the woman on that show influence young girls in real life. They influence, but and not even young girls, like they just influence young girls, guys. They influence people, right? When you watch the show, and that made me think. I was like, he has a point, and it's the fact I never like I forgot the show even existed because I don't even be on that type of timing type shit. So I forgot the show even existed. But when he brought it up, I was like, oh my god, that show is killing black women and black men. It's killing the society. So I want to talk about it. First things first. That show shouldn't even be a thing. That show shows, it literally shows why white people look at us the way they do. That shows that show shows that, oh, like white people look at that show and be like, yeah, we knew black people were ignorant. We knew they were ignorant. The entire time we knew they were ignorant just by looking at that show. And I'm not like, I don't even want to be stuck on a race part a whole lot, but like, tell me I'm wrong though. When you look at that, when you look at that show, what do you think about, like, as black people, when you look at that show, what do you think about? Some of y'all look up to those women on this show. Like, oh, I want to be like them when I get older. I want to be a slut bunny. I'm sorry. That's not what I apologize for saying such a word. But that show shows women that it's okay to be ghetto and to act ratchet, right? That's what that's showing. And I don't even like to use ghetto and ratchet. I don't even like to use those words. I think those words are dumb and meaningless. But when you look at a show like that, it's like, they have a little bit of, those words have a little bit of validity to them. Just a little bit of validity when you watch a show where people act so ignorant. They just act so. Almost every episode, there's a fight breaking out. There's black women yelling at other black women. They're supposed to be queens. They're supposed to be black queens. And yet they acting as if they're scum. That they are below. That they are beneath themselves. And I bet a lot of those women will come at me and say, "Oh, that's not what's going on." But that's what you're showing. And that's why I have a problem with feminism and with body positivity and just things like that. Because people watch that show and they're like, oh, this is what a real woman is supposed to be. No, that's not what a real woman is supposed to be at all. A real woman isn't supposed to, or a high value woman isn't supposed to be out on TV, right? They shouldn't be out on TV, right? Shaking ass, fighting with other women. Over what? Usually over something stupid and dumb. Something unimportant. That's what they're fighting, unimportant things. But yeah, we watch it. That's why I love that J. Cole verse. In 5 years, you're gonna be on Love and Hip Hop. He's on Lil Pump. Lil Pump gonna be on Love and Hip Hop in 5 years. You know? Do you hear that? What? That's why I think reality shows, and it's more than reality shows. It's a lot that goes into it, but reality shows are killing this generation because people are watching these reality shows thinking it's real. In actuality, first of all, it's heavily scripted. It's heavily scripted, right? Second of all, you're watching these shows thinking that that's normal. You're going to do that in normal life. It's so normal when it's not normal. Stop doing stupid things. And that's why I don't like how people have no morals anymore. They watch those shows and they think that's normal because people in this society made the act that way. They made that normal. You don't know how many black girls I seen in my high school act the way they act on that show, and it's disgusting to me. But it's a lack of fathers in the home that's the problem.